Hey guys, welcome to my part 3 of my first-hand experience getting to play Star Wars Outlaws at Ubisoft Forward 2024. But whatever Star Wars fairy godmother decided to message me and include me, thank you so much. It was an honor and a pleasure to come hang out and try this game. And be sure guys to watch to the end of the video where I'm going to share my final thoughts on playing this game after experiencing 3 different adventures. Alright, so the third adventure I got to play brings us here to Kijimi, the planet which we did get to see in The Rise of Skywalker. Briefly take in how alive the environment feels, everything from the little critters on the ground to the different townsfolk and droid wandering around. I do really feel like this was an immersive environment that was really alive on its own. And so here on Kijimi in this mission, I believe we are trying to obtain an artifact to bring to one of the syndicates, the new syndicate from the video game series called the Ashiga clan, which I believe have some kind of an insect appearance and have a real, quote, hive mentality, or for the betterment of the entire group. And in this particular adventure, they wanted to showcase that stealth is going to be a large part of the game. And like I mentioned in previous videos, this was not an easy task. I'm glad they didn't use my personal footage because I failed horribly at it. But in my defense, we didn't get any tutorial time. We just kind of got thrown in there and we did have a chaperone helping us find our way. But once you learn how to be stealthy in this game, it's really, I think, going to have a lot of benefits. So as we can see right here, Kay is going to carefully sneak up to this guard who is distracted by her little buddy Nix. This is one of the many different tricks and ways that he can help Kay on her adventure as her sidekick, and we watch her come up and take him down super stealth without alerting the other guards or the alarms. And yes, this is of course Disney Star Wars game, so no necks were broken or throats were slashed, which is kind of a nice change from other more violent gameplay. And so when I was researching the game, I did hear the developers talk about that if you infiltrate one of the syndicates, for example, if you are completely stealth and undetected, whatever you take from the syndicate, they will not be aware of, that you could deliver to a separate syndicate, for example. So that's a really interesting part of the gameplay that if you don't get caught, nobody knows about it, where in a lot of other video games, there's some kind of an automatic downgrade in your reputation with other groups. Okay, so one thing I totally messed up on in this level is, I was told that the stun ability on your blaster could take out targets very discreetly. However, I don't think it works if you charge it up, because I think that alerted everyone, and then it was guns a-blazing, and I really didn't get a chance to hands-on use stealth. So how is Kay going to take out these 2 targets without alerting the other one? She's going to let one of them walk up to her, and then, boom, surprise strike, down he goes, whack, there you go. One good knock to the head. That's kind of realistic, that could knock someone unconscious. Still maintaining her cover, going undetected. Oh, Nix totally does a face tackle, and she finishes him off. That is good quality, wholesome family fun right there, guys. Alright, so if you just noticed on the bottom left hand of the screen, she used Nick's ability to be able to sense and use some kind of a radar, maybe from his dreadlocks, that allowed her to see all of the targets, and I think even a line that's supposed to take you to certain points in the level that you need to go to, because as we can see in the top right hand corner, her objective is to disable the energy barrier and steal the relic.
And I need to find a key card.
So in the bottom left-hand corner, those are quick commands that I think turn green when you're able to use them, so you can just tap the left bumper, for example. But if you hold it down, it does open up a menu to give you access to all of his features. That's really nice that they give you both options. I think it makes it super easy just to have Nix pick up something for you or open a door. You can really use him more actively. And here is that full menu I was talking about: attack, steal, or detonate some kind of an explosive device. Oh my gosh, looks like so much fun. Okay, and I was correct about the line, kind of guiding you to where to go. And she's going to have Nix pickpocket that guard over there. Let's see what happens. A little left bumper action, whack. They are none the wiser. And now she's got a few extra credits and the control room access card. Nice one, Kay. Slick.
Okay.
And again, I was impressed that even after all the different years of adventure games, Ubisoft still managed to find a unique way to unlock computers and pick locks on doors. Man, I have got to brush up on my Arabic, man. I'm going to have to read that stuff on the fly because that computer just threw out some words crazy fast.
Get that open.
See, I was the one wasting my time opening the chest. Old habits die hard, but now it's guns a-blazing. Everything's open. She used her electric blast to zap that droid and then alternated the firing feature to go for damage for the other guards. And she's got her hands on that quest item, and we are off to go visit the newest syndicate, the Ashiga clan. And we are back into full-on action mode, which I think is great because doing like way too much sneaking or way too much action can get a little tedious. So I'm glad that they're kind of really mixing it up back and forth here. Oh, how cool was that? The electric blast feature on her blaster, the alternate mode, does paralyze targets that are human or organically based. Boom, we've got grenades in this game. Picking up some rifles if you want to save ammo. Alright, you guys got to check this out. I didn't get a chance to master this ability yet, but she does have like a quick rapid fire ability which allows her to target several targets at once and then bam bam! Multiple targets eliminated. The Thieves' Quarter in Kijimi City. Man, look at this guy brushing his bantha. That's a good bantha owner right there. You know, to be honest with you guys, being in this city gave me the Star Wars feels. As you're walking through it, you can hear voices from the townsfolk. Some of them even calling out to you. That door just opened. You probably could have gone in there and played cards or maybe done some deals, bought some new clothing or something. There's a lot going on in the city, and I have a really good feeling this is going to be a massive open world, like bigger than we've ever seen from any other Star Wars game. And as we ascend a few steps, we are heading to the front door of the new Ashiga clan syndicate on Kijimi City. And that was some kind of a Star Wars wombat that almost took us out there. Watch out, Kay.
Good work. You should be terrified.
What?
There's ND5, who again I think is going to be one of her main supporters, maybe her tech guy, who's going to be helping her with radar and alerts and that kind of stuff.
A lot of security here. Crimson Dawn knew what
And
they
see,
were
just
doing.
as that handle was glowing, she could just tap the left bumper and boom, Nyx goes, runs, opens the door for her. And as we enter the main door, cue the cutscene with the syndicate leaders.
Hey, easy.
The Bandudira. Who are you?
Kves, Your Majesty.
She was asking about the bomb maker.
But I also got this relic back for you from Crimson Dawn.
Okay, so that was the Crimson Dawn Syndicate who she stole the relic from. So now that her reputation has gone down with Crimson Dawn, but has been lifted with the Ashiga clan. And a fun fact that I learned while I was researching the game is that unfortunately there will not be multiple endings, which totally makes sense because this is an official canon storyline inside the universe, so multiple endings wouldn't really make sense. And also, I thought it was interesting that I found out from the developers in a bunch of their interviews they have on YouTube that you cannot just dedicate yourself to one syndicate, you will have to play between them all, but I'm sure you can pick special favorable ones, and the higher your reputation gets with those syndicates, you'll have access to different rooms, different weapons, maybe outfits, ships, stuff like that.
I'll just leave you to.
And so with that, guys, thank you so much for joining me for part 3 of my personal gameplay. I want to give you guys some final thoughts from all 3 of the adventures that I got to experience. So what did I think of the game? I had a total blast, and it was a fantastic experience getting to pilot the Trailblazer, try or attempt at being stealthy, and also throwing down for some serious action. This game has everything that you would expect from a major Star Wars action game, and the one thing I didn't get to do, which no one else did, was get to really explore the open world, and I think that's probably one of the most exciting things that everyone is looking forward to doing, which hasn't been done in a previous Star Wars game. Now, there has been other games where there's been really large open world areas, but not to this massive extent where there's multiple cities on one planet. But I do have a very good feeling that the area is going to be massive and there's going to be tons to explore and do that is outside of the major quests in the game. Now, I think one difficult choice gamers are going to have to make is which edition they want to go with. I think most gamers are going to be choosing between the special edition, which is more basic, and if you pre-order it, comes with something cosmetic, and the gold edition, which gives you access to the game 3 days early, mentions a season pass, for how long, I don't know, and according to the GameStop website, includes 2 DLC content packages, I think, that are already finished and completed. And Ubisoft also is offering, I believe, a subscription service allowing you access to the full game and cosmetics. So guys, please let me know down in the comments which version of the game you think is the best deal. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I definitely plan on streaming this game a ton when it comes out all the way at the end of summer. We still have months to wait, but I think it will definitely be worth it. So until then, guys, I hope you're taking care, being safe, and having an awesome Star Wars summer.